Privateers of motocross. Do you respect privateers of the motocross circuit? Because I do. You gotta understand, a privateer travels thousands of miles, hundreds of miles in some cases. They ain't got no major sponsorship. They ain't guaranteed a purse either, like a factory ride with factory support that gets flown to the races. But you know what I mean? And privateers, they got a lot of heart. They put a lot of effort into the racing. You know, they gotta come to the races. They help make up the field. You know what I mean? That's what helps to make up depth in the field. You know what I mean? Without privateers in the field will be depleted and will be boring to watch the races. You know what I mean? I love watching packer riders, you know what I mean, and Supercross 20 plus in the main event, and how many of those make up the main event that are privateers. You know what I mean? There's more privateers than there are factory riders. So you know what I mean, they help to make up the field and they add excitement too. I love watching them in the heat races and the last chance qualifiers and all that too, because they're fighting for everything. You know what I mean? They're excited. You know what I mean? They ain't scared to bang bars with each other. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to getting in that main event, they push right to the edge. You know what I mean? That last chance qualifier that privateers go to, and some of the heat races, theirs look like main events because they're fighting. They know full well the difference between making a main event and not making a main event is purse money. You know what I mean? And that could help them to get to the next race. And some of them, many of them, you find they have a limited schedule because motocross is an expensive sport. So they know a good showing and a good performance, get some purse money, you can get sponsorship too to help them and go along the way through the series. Especially Supercross, I love seeing them on the line fighting, and I love seeing them on the line at outdoor national. That's 40 plus riders, you know what I mean? A big pack of riders going for one corner. How many of these you think are privateers, and how many of these are factory riders? So we can't overlook the power of the privateers who are in the sport of motocross and Supercross, because they are valuable and they are important. You know what I mean? We can never overlook them. You know what I mean? Like I said, you know, a privateer knows, like, they put everything on the line when they come because they're paying out of pocket. You know what I mean? So by them qualifying or for outdoor national, making the main event or Supercross, they get that purse money and pay the mechanic, pay the hotel, help pay for gas. You know what I mean? Traveling expenses and all that. They gotta pay to rent track. You know what I mean? They gotta buy parts for the bike. You know what I mean? They gotta train. You know what I mean? And so that's a combination. And you know what I mean, it helps to show that the privateers really have a lot of courage and strength in the sport, and you know, it should not be overlooked what a privateer does for the sport of motocross and Supercross. So I, for one, appreciate the privateers for making the effort, because it takes a lot of effort to do it. You know what I mean? Week in and week out, traveling like that, driving like that, thousands of miles, in some cases hundreds of miles, depending on how close they live to the track. But overall, it's still challenging, and they have a lot of heart and courage. So I want to shout out to the privateers at the motocross circuit. Peace.